Hey, it's great to see you again. Welcome to this edition of Trinity in 20. This week at Trinity, you may be aware that we're doing our program called Shining Lights. Now, for those of you who've been around Trinity for a while, you know Shining Lights, the idea of Shining Lights has been around for 25, 26, 27 years. And the last couple of years, we haven't been able to do anything. But this year, we're back. And a few of our staff members, Aaron Kircher, Evan Anderson, Michaela Tedder, all got together and said, why don't we take this thing that we've been doing for a long time, which is more or less a song drama camp, and shape it to fit the needs of some of our families now. And so they decided they wanted to work on creativity, they wanted to work on some music, some drama, and maybe even do some Bible stories in the midst of it. So it's kind of this mashup of what Shining Lights used to be. It's a mashup of Vacation Bible School, and then a whole bunch of new stuff that Michaela and Aaron and Evan are able to bring to it. So what we have is Shining Lights 2.0 almost, if you may, this great thing that's been going on all week. And we have 42 kids running around in the building, which is a great thing. And everybody's having a great time. The volunteers are having a great time, and they're not running out of the building with So, but more importantly, our kids are just really responding well to the program, learning a lot, experiencing a lot. But we have this gift of one of our mothers, the mother of one of our kids, Amber, is here to talk a little bit about her child's experience, Annabelle's experience, and I hear Annabelle's had this great time.
She absolutely has. So Annabelle's 6. She has a little bit of anxiety when it comes to new experiences, and this is absolutely a new experience for her. But I knew she'd love it because everything you described, art, theater, song, that's her wheelhouse. So I took a chance and signed her up. I saw Rebecca and Aaron, 2 staff members here, post about it on Facebook, and talked it up to her, to Annabelle. She was very excited, but when we got here the first day, because this was a new place with new people, she was extremely anxious. I ended up having to stick around right by her most of that first day, calming her down. But here we are on day 3, and the minute we walked in the door, she just ran to Andrew, who's her teacher, and ran upstairs without even saying goodbye. So in just 48, 72 hours, I've seen a complete transformation. But probably the coolest experience was she came home last night and she wanted to build her own set, create her own songs, and teach those to her 3-year-old sisters.
Which is exactly what they're doing here.
Yeah. Yes. So she's been telling me all week about painting the background, the songs they're learning, that there's a theater inside this church that they get to stand on and sing and dance. So she spent about 2 hours last night creating her own backdrop, her own stage, and her little sister put on a performance for me and her father. So exactly what you described, coming out of her shell, embracing this new experience. Yay! This is really her first exposure to a religious environment. And she's been talking to me about Jesus and God and how those are things that her grandmother talks to her about. So that's been a really cool transformation to watch as well. And again, it's just Wednesday. It's just been 3 days. So a really positive experience for us.
Well, you know, that's what we would hope for. You know, for every kid who comes here, we're blessed with some really great volunteers who are helping lead the program. And, you know, that kind of story is a sense of the people who help out here.
Yeah.
You know, their heart for the kids and the program.
Yeah, and I do want to add that a lot of times when my daughter does experience anxiety in other settings, people aren't as empathetic or compassionate. They want me to just handle it or, you know, drop her off. And I don't want to traumatize her. And so the caring and compassion that your staff and volunteers showed me in wanting to stick around to make sure she was okay was also another thing that just really touched my heart, because we don't get that in every setting that we experience.
Well, that's, you know, that we're glad to hear that. We do have some families with some children with some special needs, and so while it's not the most common thing, we do, you know, how do we be responsive to families to make this an environment that you can stick around if you need to, because if that's what's good for your kid, then that's what we need to do.
Yeah, absolutely appreciate it.
Yeah. So we hope that you know that whatever is happening here at Trinity is this opportunity to be together with kids, that this traditional program has this opportunity to kind of make itself into something new and open its opportunities and its space for Amber, Annabelle, and all of these kids who are here running around, having a great time. Thanks for being with us. Thanks for making this place possible. Thanks for making this program possible this week. As Joe will take us around, I hope you see some of the things that are happening and feel good about things that are going on. Until then, we'll see you soon. Have a great week. So here we are. We're downstairs in the youth center, which is kind of the art room, and its leader is our own Michaela Tedder. And this kind of the calm after the storm, if you may, or at least for today's storm, and you can see some of the stuff that they're working on. Hey guys.
Hi.
Taking a nap because, yeah.
Good for you.
Yeah, so what do you want to say? Have you had a good week?
Yeah.
One of the other spaces that the kids are in is our theater. I hope many of you know, but some of you might not know, we have this little theater down here in the bottom parts of the church. And right now, as one of our people, Amy, just said, welcome to the Wild Room. So we're down here, they're working on drama things here in this space. You can see everybody set up. Jan down there kind of working with the kids, and we know they're going to learn something and having a good time.